Yo, 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 what is up, everyone, and welcome back to another Cruel review. In about a month, I think. I honestly forgot. But today, we are finally reviewing The Strangers Chapter 1, since Chapter 2 is the newest release in the franchise. I will be posting a review on that later. And now, we are here talking about The Strangers Chapter 1, which is it's literally a reboot. If you've seen The Strangers Chapter 2, then it 100% confirms that this is a full-on reboot, and it's not connected to the original at all. So whatever happened in the original movie stays in the original movie. Whatever happened in Pray at Night stays in Pray at Night. So let's get right into the review. Now, before we start talking about the film, I do want to mention a few things. I want to mention that the characters are not great. The soundtrack is, was there even a soundtrack for the film? I don't even remember. And, the overall setting, I really did like. But that's not going to save this film. Now, actually getting into the film. As I said, the characters are not good. Maya is the saving part for the film, along with the actual strangers themselves. Except for Dollface. She got downgraded in this film compared to Pray at Night, in which she was amazing in. But in the new one, they completely wasted most of these characters. If you go and look at some of the characters in the film, most of them are pretty bland, one-sided, dimensional characters. They don't have anything going at them. They're just in the film with no rhyme or reason to be there, when usually in films there's some reason why some of these side characters are there. Ryan wasn't a good character either. The acting in the film wasn't actually that good as well. And the IQ of these characters are outrageously terrible. They are some of the dumbest characters I have ever seen in horror movie history. Usually that can be in a good way. I'm talking to you, 80s horror, but this one is just, it's out of hand. The amount of stupidity Ryan beholds in the film is just absolutely outrageous. This man is going face to face against Pinup Girl in the woods with a shotgun aiming at her face. And what does he do? What do you think he does? He starts screaming and he's like, "Where is Maya? Where is she? Go! Where is Maya? Tell me where she is!" And then she's just like, she's having all fun there and stuff, and she's like, "Hallelujah." And then I'm just like, pull the damn trigger. The stranger is right in front of you. Just pull the damn trigger. Because if you've seen The Strangers Chapter 2, spoiler alert, she gets killed in The Strangers Chapter 2. So it wouldn't even matter if you kill off her character in Chapter 1. So why didn't you shoot her? You literally had the gun loaded up, ready to shoot her, but you did not decide to shoot her. Absolutely stupid. Just deal with it. And I can't stand horror movies where they're just like they're trying to hide from the killer. Look, the killer's right here with the knife, looking around in the room. And then everyone is just like, and it's absolutely stupid for no reason at all. And they overuse that a lot in The Strangers Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. But in Chapter 1, it's very stupid. However, I do like it how when Maya strucks her hand with the nail under the bathroom in The Strangers Chapter 1, I do like that she tries to hold in the pain, because I can't imagine how badly that would hurt. Just, you're climbing through, and then you do this, and a nail goes through your hand. I can't imagine how painful that would be. So she, did a little mini scream, not enough for them to hear. So, kudos to her for actually trying to survive. But in Chapter 2, bro, just shut up. And honestly, I would be as quiet as I physically and possibly can. In these movies, they try to be as loud as they can so the killer can hear them, which is just stupid. And the story itself, it's completely outrageous. Everything in The Strangers Chapter 1 is ripped right out of the first film, but done in a way, way worse way. Like, the way everything is set up in the film is not good. The way that they try to recreate many of these scenes are stupid. However, there are some cool standouts in this movie. I do think that Man in the Mask does look his best because it's such a generic outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of every single, like, in the first Strangers film in Prate Night, he has this brown suit and his tie and stuff. Looks like he's about to go for work at his business office. But in the Strangers Chapter 1, you can tell, like, this man means business. Like, he has this jacked out coat, and it's all dirtied up and stuff. And he's just, like, walking around with this medieval looking axe or whatever. And that I like that part of his outfit, and I think the strangers look the best in this film and Chapter 2, except for Dollface. Dollface is just wasted in both of these films. Like, the way she looks in the film, her design is terrible. I honestly can't with this film. It looks terrible. However, with that aside, there are some pros about this film. I will admit, I do like the atmosphere of it. I like the foresty vibe it gives off, and the cabin itself looks astonishing, and it looks really nice. And I will say, I do like that car scene. That scene wasn't bad. I thought it was pretty decent. But, thing is, this movie doesn't even try to be scary. The reason why the original Strangers was such a good movie is because of how dark the atmosphere was. The atmosphere in this film was just like really foresty, it wasn't really dark. But in the original, it was dark. And the reason they were scary was because it has the tagline based on a true story. Or I think it was inspired by a true story. I'm not quite sure what the tagline was for it. But just that alone made it creepier. And then the actual strangers themselves, how they were trying to torment them, then actually kill them, was even worse. That was terrifying. And on top of that, what was also bad was how in The Strangers Chapter 1, it tries to answer questions. Literally, it doesn't even answer anything. Like, it says in the trailer, watch how the strangers became the strangers. And there's literally no information given to you about who these people are. And honestly, keep it that way. The Strangers is scary because you don't know anything about them. They kill because they kill. There is no reason for their killing spree. They just kill and torment people for the joy and fun of it, or for no motive at all. They just do it. No motive, nothing. That's what made them scary. And then the tagline, because you were home, that is what keeps people on their toes. This movie, it's like, because you were here. What? I'm sorry, but what is that supposed to mean, bruh? That's like kindergarten type of script writing, bro. Anyone could do that. A real person would say, because you were home. Exactly. Like, also, if it meant because you were here, wouldn't that mean, like, you just walked into a random person's place and then they're like, well, you're here, I guess. Or, like, you just popped out of nowhere, or someone enters and then you're like, oh, wait, you're here already, type of thing. But saying because you were home means, like, they knew you were home and they were targeting you for it. Like, I don't know. It's not a great movie. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I'm being a little bit generous here. No, 3.5. A 3.5 out of 10 for The Strangers Chapter 1. I will say, the aesthetic and the actual look of The Strangers is the saving point for it, and Maya as well. And the trailer was pretty nice. I do like that. I like the song they used for that one. Overall, would I recommend it? No. Do I think you need to watch it if you plan on watching Chapter 2? Yes. But do I want you to watch Chapter 2? Go check out my review coming out later. Anyways, guys, that was my review on The Strangers Chapter 1, which came out on May 17th, 2024. Can't believe it's already been a year. My God. But that was my review for The Strangers Chapter 1. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all later. Peace.